Exploration being the prime focus of Starfield makes travel extremely important within this game, and it also happens that travel tends to be one of the biggest complaints I see about this game, and I do see a lot of people that struggle with travel and traveling appropriately in this game. So in this next video, I am going to show you the method I do to optimize how fast I'm traveling on PlanetSide. It utilizes not only the sprint function, but the boost pack and consumables as well. As we can see in low to mid gravity environments, just using the consumable amp, but then in high gravity environments, using food consumables to increase your O2, that way you don't run out. In doing this, you can maintain a sprinting speed at constant times within this game. Making use of consumables can make traveling in Starfield a lot better because it can increase your speed in your jump and can allow you to travel a lot faster. Amp is going to be the easiest and most accessible drug within the game to do this, and it's very easy to craft. You can see the recipe on screen, not to mention it is also dropped very frequently within the game as well, and most vendors do carry this, and this will increase your travel speed while on PlanetSide substantially, and it's because of not only the speed increase but the jump increase as well. The first thing we're going to do is explain how to run in low gravity. So this is 0.08 Gs. This is an extremely low gravity environment, and running is very different in this environment. So on the bottom of the screen, we're going to see normal running. This is the typical running I see from a lot of content creators, where they are mainly just using the run function, and that is it. They are not sprinting, and they are only using the boost pack to jump over the objects. So in this video, I am heading out on the bottom screen from the spacecraft, and on the top screen I'm running optimally back towards the spacecraft. When I do reach the spacecraft, I'll start exploring elsewhere. But on the top screen, how I'm differing is because this is such a low gravity environment, I can literally fly, and with the combination of the amp, which will increase my jump and also my speed plus sprinting at the same time, we can see I travel substantially farther in the top video than I do in the bottom video. Not only do I make it back to the ship, but I have more than sufficient time to go continue exploring throughout this little environment here. Now this video is it's a 4-minute video for each segment, and it's played at 2 times speed to kind of reduce the length of this overall video. But we can see, even though I'm fumbling through the menus to get that amp equipped, you could favorite key it, but even though I'm fumbling through the menus to do that, I still managed to travel significantly farther. It's almost twice as much distance covered by using the sprint function, my boost pack, and also the amp to increase my speed and jump. Alright, medium gravity. This is 0.56 Gs, and we'll see that this type of run style actually differs from the first low gravity environment. As this plays, we have the same scenario. On the bottom is just normal running and only using the jump and boost function to clear rocks or any kind of obstructions in the way, while as in the top screen we are going to be doing a slightly different run method with using the drug amp to increase our speed. I would also like to note that there are better drugs that actually boost your speed substantially more than amped. I am only mentioning that because that is readily available to the beginners and does not require too much money or effort to obtain. As we can see in the top video, we are going from flying in the first low gravity new environment to a skip almost, where we're bouncing up in the air and then touching down on the ground for a little bit and allowing our O2 to refresh while we're in the air, and then when we're out on the ground we are allowing our boost to refresh. So with these two in tandem, we can keep up sprint indefinitely and also have that boost, that speed increase from the amped itself. This is extremely useful in these kind of situations. And not only did I make it back to my ship, but I was able to go ahead and explore further points of interest in the same amount of time span. So this method of running in-game is substantially better than the normal method I see a lot of content creators use, where they are just running on the ground and not using the sprint function. Lastly, we have the high gravity environment. This is 1.31 gravity, and we are going to see the difference that this performs. Now, the utilization of just jump and boost and no sprint is, we're going to see that they get hung up on a lot of different things, including creatures in game, as they're not able to outrun them, whereas we're going to see it play out a lot differently on the top screen. While I'm going back to the ship, I go at an extremely faster pace, and I'm able to outrun and outpace most creatures, so I don't need to stop and actually fight them. I can run straight past them, and I can take a more direct route because the amped gives you that increased jump height. And we can see that I essentially make it back to the ship in almost half the time. Without getting hung up on rocks and stuff. Navigating in high gravity can be a lot more challenging than the other environments. Even though I'm in high gravity, I'm still able to maintain this sprint pace without losing too much of my stamina. I did use a food item as well to increase my stamina, and you might want to consider that in high gravity environments. Those food items are readily available, you can make them yourself, and they will keep your stamina up. And can be excellent for these high gravity environments, which can chew up your stamina rather quickly in game. Proper utilization of not only consumables, but your boost pack and the sprint function within this game can substantially increase your travel speed, to the point that you can take the average transit time between points of interest of about 4 minutes and cut that down to less than 2 minutes. So you can greatly reduce that time down. It'll save you a lot of time when exploring within this game, and does make it a lot more interesting as well when you're traveling high above the clouds or skirting through rough terrain in high gravity environments. It's significantly more entertaining. And I will just leave you on, if you found this video interesting, entertaining, or educational in any way, shape, or form, please go ahead and give me a like and subscribe. I do appreciate it and helps motivate me to make more content.
Hail